Hi there, welcome to Wyckoff Technical Analysis session for Polygon. If you're new to my sessions, here are the 3 key takeaways that you can expect from my sessions. And these are express sessions during the weekend. So I'll quickly go through the charts and let you know what's going on. Here, this is the weekly chart of Polygon. We're still within the stage of accumulation. Previously, we talked about a 75% chance for Polygon to come down for another test, which has basically already happened. There's still a day and 7 hours left, roughly 31 hours left for this week's candle, but we can see it already came down for another test. So the question mark goes to, would this be a test or would this be a spring? Meaning it may come further down below the red key level of 15 cents. Because last time we talked about this support that we can't find like a reference on this new chart of Polygon because it rebranded from Matic to POL. Alright, but if you go back to the Matic chart, you see further in history, you will be able to find a level or multiple levels below the 15 cents that Polygon may get to that point. Currently it's staying above the previous selling climax and second test level. Alright, it tested the selling climax level back in April and now staying above the support line where the selling climax and the second test in April and June closes above. Okay, so that's the current big picture. This is going to still continue. There's a slight chance for it to bounce up to the yellow key level of 28 cents to show us a sign of strength before it's got a potential to get back to a distribution cycle. Okay, now to the daily chart. This downtrend is still continuing. Okay, the previous wedge we talked about, it already broke towards the downside, so we can remove the lines to make it easier to read. So what's happening right now within this downward trend box or the hockey table is that the price continues to bounce among the 3 lines as expected, as I always explain, because that's the normal behavior of the trading activity within the trend. So basically it can bounce along the center line, bounce off the top edge, comes back to the center line, bounce off the bottom, like you can imagine that's basically the path of the puck of the air hockey. Okay, so it keeps bouncing over the sides. When I said in the title there are 2 chances for the breakout to happen, I was basically mentioning about this point here as well as this point here. Alright, so this points to somewhere near November 19th and this points to somewhere near November 30th. Alright, these 2 are the opportunities if the price continues to trade within either this wedge or this wedge, because over the past few days it got to both levels, so we don't know for sure yet where it will get to when we get closer to the date. But if it breaks outside, that means it's potentially changing this downtrend that started at the beginning of September. If it breaks towards the downside, like through this yellow dash line and this red key level, there's no surprise because basically it's saying the downtrend will still continue. Okay, that means it's going to, if it passes both support line, that means it's saying, okay, I'm going to miss both the opportunities in November to break out. And the tendency or the chance for it to come to this lower support level of 9 cents 50 will get higher. If I extend this box further, assuming the price trend will continue, the price action trend will continue, that means that's pointing to sometime near Christmas for the breakout to happen. Okay, so that's the current picture of Polygon. The accumulation is still continuing. We haven't yet see a spring, it may or may not happen, but that's the worst, not the worst, but worst scenario compared to sideways trading. This is what we hope for, the sign of strength. So hopefully it's something to be being revealed very soon, instead of getting into a prolonged accumulation like we have seen during 2002-2023. It's not an easy period right now. There are still a lot of uncertainty around the world. So thanks for joining me in this express session.